Well, hello. My name is Gant, and welcome back to Lucid9. Last time, we were doing the recruitment day. We talked to the guidance counselor, the door manager for counseling. Had a competition with me and this dude, and Ruri gave us an insight of people are fake. So let us continue. Maybe. Oh yeah, I stopped it right here because I didn't know if I should stop it here or keep continuing, but let's continue. Maybe it's because our stomachs are full, but we're completely silent on the way back. It's a very comfortable silence, but still silent. And that means thinking. Overthinking, unfortunately. I almost jump as I see a group of 3 policemen race by the opposite side of the street, approaching sirens piercing the air with their incessant wailing, directed our attentions to... Oh no! Whoa! A wave of nausea washes over me. The front of the city bus is crumpled against the back of a pickup truck. Thin trails of smoke mixed with the pungent smell of burnt rubber and scrap metal. The scene is surrounded by a unit of police cars and a fire truck along with a crowd of shaking people along the sidewalk. How awful. At least they all look okay. We can't do anything about it. Let's go. Oh wait, hon. Was that me? Or was that Yahiko? No, that was me. Fuck. We can't do nothing about it, so let's go. Masato and Yahiko nod hesitantly, but Rui only stares thoughtfully at me. I stare at her. She tilts her head. I shrug. This seems to help her come to a decision, as she suddenly turns to Masato and Yahiko with a very convincing smile. Hey, Masato, Yahiko, why don't you guys head on back? I got something to do real quick. Masato opens his mouth, clearly confused, but Yahiko elbows him in the side and shakes his head ever so slightly. What? Say, we better get back before your curfew. Hold your horses, I was gonna ask. Come along, peasant, your king commands it. With a final wave, Yahiko drags Masato down the street. Rui turns her attention to me. I'm inviting myself over. Gee, thanks. That's what friends are for. Despite the smirk on her face, I catch her glancing at the ruined bus. I can't find it in me to argue with her. Sure, I guess. We switch our route to a different street, remaining silent as we pass by 3 more police officers. When we reach Mira Apartments without much difficulty, it's a pretty decent place at a low price. A lot of academy students are known to live here due to its close proximity to the campus. Do a lot of students live here? Yeah, why? Well, what if someone sees us? I don't want them to get the wrong idea. I feel a little uneasy as I remove my shoes. Judging from the blush on her face, it's less that she's worried about a ruined reputation, and more that she's trying to cover up certain feelings. Feelings that I'm not ready to deal with. Really, my dude? Alright. Don't worry. I'm sure they just think you're one of my guy friends. I don't even look like a boy. I only smirk at her as I flop on the sofa. This is the place I know as sweet home. Simple furniture, random pieces of clothes here and there, a basic kitchen crammed in the corner. Not too fancy, but not too shabby in the slightest. Comfortable. Rui doesn't seem to feel the same way. She gives everything a disapproving look as she proceeds throughout the apartment. I think this place has gotten messier. So sue me. Can I actually? No. She looks over me for a moment, and something in her expression shifts. So, that bus... I sigh noisily and close my eyes. Can we talk about something else? You hungry? Huh? We just ate. I can make some omelets. Isn't that a breakfast food? Instead of replying, I just hear the rhythmic clatter of footsteps against the carpet. In just a few minutes, there's a clack-clack of knives against the chopping board, the gentle sizzle of oil in a frying pan, and the tick-tick-tack of chopsticks whipping around a bowl of eggs. A heavy aroma arises in the air. Rui? At the lack of response, I open my eyes. It takes a little effort, but I manage to pull myself up and head to the kitchen. Rui. I stop short. Rui zeroed in on the stove, sprinkling ham and cheese over a bubbling layer of egg and humming a catchy little tune. Look at her. She's like waifu material. What the fuck, dude? You have no feelings, really? Dude, look at this area. It's just like, oh. You're just like, this is a perfect portrait, man. Really? This doesn't get it for you? Alrighty. The apron tied around her waist should be way too big for her, but somehow it looks perfect. Wait, this is Rui. Rui Hayata. Get a grip, Yama. Get a grip. No, it's too late. Are you kidding me? Yeah, she's waifu material. Look at that. Welcome home, honey. You must be starving. I prepared dinner just for you. Wow, I'm so lucky for marrying such a wonderful woman, not to mention adorable. Oh, sweetie, I'm the lucky one. Look at your chiseled jaw, your beautiful eyes. I'm not the one who's a work of art, baby. Well, why don't you have a seat, pumpkin? Dinner is almost served. What the fuck? I simply can't wait to taste your delicious food, Angel. What would you prefer, darling? Dinner? A bath? Or me? Oh, sugar. We both know the answer to that question. In that case, love, the first course will be... Your lips? My fist! I immediately jerked back to reality, the terrible vision dissipating into thin air. Well, that escalated quickly. I don't even want to know what would bring such a terrible image to mind. Rui and me? Married? I shudder on the inside. Ew. Not that she's, well, bad or anything. We understand each other more than anyone else. But then, we had to be in a romantic relationship. A romance in high school is just... Well, we could end up losing our friendship entirely, which would suck. And it's 99.9999% likely, given my great luck. Crap, what am I even thinking about? Back to reality. What are you making? Omelets? Are you sure? She nudges me in the side, but she's smiling. Plate, please. Huh? Plate, idiot. Yeah, your majesty. We keep things light and teasing as I reach into the cabinet and place a plate to Rui. She freezes slightly when my shoulder brushes against her, but I pretend not to notice. Just what the doctor ordered, one premium plate imported directly from the magical land of Denmark. I graciously accept this offering, oh humble servant. May there be lasting peace between our countries. Her fucking eyes, I just barely noticed. What the fuck? She defensively slides the omelet onto the plate in one fluid motion, dripping into slight Guys, I know, I suck at reading, okay? Dipping into a slight curtsy as I dig in. The delicate flavor of mozzarella, cheddar, ham, and mushroom explodes in my mouth. Am I in heaven? Rui beams proudly. That That's good. That good? As if an angel made it by herself. Oh, wait, one did. Sometimes I swear that there's someone else in this head of mine. Like, you're in love, dude. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's delicious. The genuine, heart-rendering smile that spreads across her face just makes my stomach sink. That's not the kind of smile you make when you're complimenting on your... That's not the smile you make when you're complimented on your cooking by a friend. Just a friend. That's it. She looks like she could jump over the moon. That kind of shining, beautiful smile that is only made when the smiler is utterly happy and completely ignorant that they're utterly happy. I wanted to be happy, but false hopes, it's just too cruel. Maybe there's something I can do to put her down without hurting her. Okay, let me drink my water. Hey Ruri, do you ever think that maybe we hang out too much? What? Gentle. Be gentle. Be the gentlest human being on earth. Except the thing I'm quite possibly worse at being is being gentle. You know, high school is time to explore, especially since we're getting ready for university. So maybe we should be spending time just, you know, looking at other things, going to events, stuff like that. You're telling me that you're going to an event with people? I'm saying that we shouldn't be together so often. Her face immediately falls. Yeah, you fucked this up, dude. Damn it! I already know that my words have hit her harder than I intended. After all, pretty much all we've been doing for the past 10 years has been hanging out. We were each other's only constant? We are each other's only constant. Amidst new locations, new schools, new friends. The one firm foundation that's there until the end of time. If you separate Rui from Yama and Yama from Rui, I'm not sure what you would find. This boy's in love and he doesn't know it. To have me, who always been relying on her, leeching off her, suggested that he wants to go on his own way and do his own thing? Well, it's awfully short-sighted and ungrateful. But I guess that's what I am really, because I'm too scared that Rui will truly, honestly, end up falling in love with me. Not that I have any clue why she would, but insurance is key. Look, I appreciate this, but I'm not a kid anymore, you know? I can take care of myself just fine. That's not true. Like, I know the place needs a good cleaning. I don't need someone else to tell me. I attempt to soften the blow as much as I can. No, shut up. Shut up. I like hanging out with you, but when it comes to this point, I think... I'm so sorry, Yama. I didn't mean to offend you. You... what? I wasn't trying to replace... her. I freeze. A sudden pain fills my lungs, like I'm breathing in fire. My vision spins for a moment, and... no, I fight it. Then, it's gone. My knees suddenly go weak, and I stagger forward, quickly catching myself on the couch. Ruri rushed forward, but I quickly throw out a hand. This. You see this? Yeah, you're fucked, man. You're being a burden now. The words are too harsh. I regret them as soon as they slip out. Dude, you fucked up. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I know he wanted to keep her just as a friend, but there's an easier way to say that, but this dude just fucked up so badly. I don't know, man. I'm trying to hide my giggles right now because I don't want to be crazy laughing while everyone's asleep. Can you just let me think right now? It's what I've said. It's what I've always said whenever I want to be alone. Well, and truly alone. The need to think has nothing to do with it, and Rui knows this. I'll be out, right out. Goodbye. To make her feel this way is despicable. The back of my mind congratulates me with a warily, well, you got what you wanted. She'll make some other friends now. I silently watch Rui as she slips on her shoes and abruptly fixes me with a pleading look. See you tomorrow? Because she wants to know that everything will be okay. Because she wants everything to return to normal. I should go the whole way, and I should say no. I should say no, probably not, or maybe we'll see. Instead, I send her an automatic smile. Yeah, see you, Rui. Have a good night, Yama. The relief in her voice is palpable, and she closes the door behind her. It takes everything in me to stop myself from catching up to her and offering to walk her back. Why is it that when it really comes down to it, I can't even push people away properly? Given my prickly personality, I would have thought that I can do at least that. Well, you know what I mean? At heart, you're a good person, this guy, you know what I mean? Even though he's, sarcastic and kind of a dick, he has a good heart. And it's hard that you don't want to, just throw away all those years you spent with someone. Like, with me, I have a easy time pushing people away. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have to call them or anything and just be by myself. And it's like a terrible thing with me. But for him to be like, have friends and it's like, yeah, and be just a good guy in heart, even though you have a dickish attitude, it's just, it's all fine. Damn, I gotta make friends again. But I can't talk to people. Guess not, though. Guess it's just another thing to add to the list of things Yama cannot do. I kind of wonder if there's anything that's not on that list. I sit up, kneading at the tension knots in my shoulders. Technically, I need to study tonight, but before that, I should try to wind down. Read a book or watch Governor Macker. I'm gonna see what the fuck this is. Okay, boot up the computer, open the browser, Govern Macker, and there we are. Okay, how do I want to do this? I am Jay Grives, the president. Many oppose me and my choices, so I must deal with their resistance the only way I know how. Govern Mecker, mobilize! That's so stupid. The screen explodes into action as a teen in an oversized suit leaps off the building, landing in a flashy sorbet somersault into the open palms of a giant robot. The robot lights up and strikes a pose with notedly jerky movements as if animated by slow motion. The beginning of a admittedly catchy opening song are abruptly cut short with sudden chanting. Give us AX, President Son! We want AX, President Son! And suddenly, President J. Graves is on the ground, his giant robot pet nowhere in sight. Strange, was that a dream sequence or just bad editing? The president turns around, the camera pans out to reveal that he's standing in a broad field of wheat, reminiscent of an old samurai movie. At the other end stands a guy in some hideous recreation of 3 different cosplays, scrolled-eyed glasses perched on the end of his nose, and a flannel headband embroidered with a giant heart wrapped around his unkempt hair. What business have you had with this fine country of Akiria? The guy lowers his picket sign, which is half in English, half in Japanese, and steps forward, pushing his glasses up to his nose. What the fuck? Bucko no name, Ataku-sambu. Keep it memorized, ni, President's son. Speak English, heathen. I am no gaijin. You just have no appreciation of foreign cultures. Culture? Yes. Japan! Anime! Manga! Sushi! They are the world's Ichiba. Ha! Akiri, fuck, I can't read that word. Akirema needs none of your poison. It needs righteous gatherings, hunting, barbecues, country fairs, and extreme sports and golf clubs. None of these weeaboo shenanigans. Wait, aren't you Japanese? Boko wa double weeaboo, of course. A weeaboo of American culture, who are weeaboos for Japanese culture. Why, that's genius! Otakabu thrusts his picket sign up to the sky. Of course it is! Our glorious Nippon is genius! Land of the rising sun! Approve our anime expo, President's son, and no blood will be spilled. What the fuck am I reading? Ha! Over my dead body. Then, over your dead body it will have to be. He reaches into his backpack, which is blanketed with stickers of various anime figures, and throws a long, rectangular pillow of President Grease. What the fuck am I reading? The wheel of fate is turning. In a poorly green screen sequence, the pillow begins to transform into a giant doll in a Lolita dress with a wig of lustrous purple hair pulled tight over its head. If I squint, I can see that its face is dulled with exaggerated blush, eyeliner, and lipstick. It's an atrocity to the eyes. Okay, how do I undo this? No, don't you dare hurt my dairy goo. What? Yes, hold him, my waifu. Oh, I should do a waifu voice. President Graves flares his arms in struggle, but the dog grips him tightly. An easy task, considering that it's roughly 3 times his height. President Graves stares in disbelief at the towering feminine Fairtail, which longingly blinks back at him with 2 looming painted eyeballs. What sort of shenanigans is this? My waifu, the very best, like no one ever was. Moe of the highest level. In a sudden burst of energy, President Graves throws the doll off of him. Waifu? Moe? This is America. I'm gonna say America, cause fuck whatever that says. He reaches into his oversized suit and pulls out a trumpet from nowhere, playing a very out-of-tune military reveille. They, the people, need no waifu. They need a true American hero. Captain America, mobilize. The field backdrops. How long is this shit? The field backdrop crumples to pieces as a teenage guy in a skin-tight wetsuit bursts on the scene, swinging a pizza paint in red, white, and blue. Chugging behind him is the President's Meg in all of its red, white, and blue, with an eagle, Montif Glory, still animated in an awkward stop motion. For liberty and freedom of speech. He leaps into President Greaves' Meg, Why isn't the president using it himself and promptly pulverizing the waifu into the ground? Then he suddenly stops, one fist of the mech still raised high in the air. Wait. Wait. If America has freedom of speech, shouldn't a Takabu be able to hold an anime What are you thinking? Public schools should have whipped you by now. Oh, right. With a casual shrug, the mech hoists a Takabu over its head, spinning him around a handful of times, and hurl him upwards. Oh, Takabu is blasting off again! He disappears with a twinkle into the distant sky. President Grave nods triumphantly, clapping the dismounted Captain America on the back with a steady hand. Good night, America. May you sleep in peace. His phone gives a gentle thrill as the credits begin to roll. Hello? Hey girlfriend, you need to totally get over here. There's this big meeting and people want you. Thank you, assistant. Farewell. Bye-bye. The phone clicks shut and wait. Was that Yahiko's voice? I just did a female's voice for Yahiko, come on. He did say he was the president's aide. I'm never gonna let him live this down. Well, it's time to study. After looking at I don't know what that was. I dig through my backpack and crack open a few books. This year will probably be really intense, with the entrance exams coming up and all. Might as well do a little work. It'll be more pain to deal with nagging teachers than the work itself. After engrossing myself for some time, I check the clock. It's 11. Good enough. Maybe I should just apologize to Rui tomorrow. Indulge myself in our friendship. Let everything go back to normal. Selfish of me, again. But maybe this time, I should just be selfish. ... Why is it so bright outside? ... What the hell? Why is it already 8:30? I leap to my feet, scrambling to pull my clothes on and tear out the door. It's kind of a weird thing. I'm not even a good student. In fact, I'm pretty much every teacher's nightmare. Being in a rush to get to school isn't like me. Maybe it's because there's a difference between choosing to ditch and ditching by accident. One is your conscious decision, and the other is not. Highly descriptive. I know. I'm told that my essays are a joy to read. By the time I actually enter the classroom, it's already 8:42 a.m. The teacher glances at me from his I can't read that. But surprisingly enough, he doesn't try to humiliate me. In fact, he doesn't make a single comment. It's as if I wasn't late at all. Elizabeth, on the other hand, is wearing a prominent glare as I slip into my seat. She keeps her mouth shut, but her face radiates with disapproval. Yahiko nudges my foot and gestures frantically. Dude! His voice spits out in a hurried whisper. I lean over to hear what he has to say. What? Of all the days to be late, you had to choose today. What, was there a pop quiz? There was a pop quiz. I take that as a no. Oh. There was a pop quiz. He's so stupid. Take that as a no. Dude, I was talking about that cutie over there. You missed her intro earlier. He gestures vaguely to the back of the classroom. I sneak a peek when I'm sure the teacher isn't looking. Ooh. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. She looks like fucking Kira from Thenero Enigma, man. Maybe she'll be cool. I'm getting she might be waifu material right now. I find a girl sitting by the window, head delicately turned against slender fingers as she examines something in the distance. In ordinary circumstances, I might thought her to be gorgeous. After all, she matches the idea of traditional beauty to a T. Silky hair, porcelain skin, delicate lips, the whole 9 yards. But instead, I only find myself thinking, what the hell? Promptly followed by, who, what, when, where, why, how? Very intelligible, I know, but how else am I supposed to react when an old friend who I haven't seen in ages just randomly walks back into my life? Wait, what? Hold on, let me get some water. Okay, proceed. Not only that, but as a transfer student to my school on the very last year, I happened to be there. Her eyes snapped to mine, but before I can see her reaction, I quickly whipped back to the front of the classroom. Maybe I'm seeing things. Maybe it's not really her. There's no way it can be her, right? I reluctantly tuned my hearing back to the teacher, who seems to be in a very enthusiastic rant about technology. Surprise, surprise. This generation is wasting away from being glued to dead pixels every waking moment. Well, today... Okay, how do I want to do this voice? Do I want to do really nerdy? Hold on. Okay, let's do really nerdy.
Well, today, I'm not having any of these new frantically contraptions. We're returning to trusty pen and paper.
As the class erupts into groans, he scribbles 3 words on the board with his stylus. Your dream job. They just won't give us a break, will they? Furthermore, the teacher deactivates our tablets and is currently handing out sheets of lined paper. Handwriting? Really? Yahiko passes the stack of papers to me. He leans close. So, what do you think? I think I'm tired of writing about my non-existent future. Huh? I was talking about the new girl. Oh right, the new girl. Was her name Misaki Kazehaya by any chance? How did you know? So it really is her. I never thought I would see her again, much less in my own classroom. Oh, I know. You must have some sort of psychic ability. Really? I like how he's so like, yeah, that has to be it, right? Yeah. What? I mean, how else could you have known her name? Can you read her mind too? What does she think of me? She probably thinks you're a blonde idiot with blue eyes. What the fuck? How he came to that conclusion is beyond me. Nevertheless, this seems like an exact opportunity to screw with him. It'll be a shame not to. I press my fingers to my temple, pretending to tune into Misaki's thoughts. Ah, oh, I see. What? She has a huge crush on you. Really? But... Yahiko shakes his leg impatiently as I pause. Can you stop thinking for a second? I'm getting interference. Huh? Oh, sorry. He scrunches his face in concentration. Now you're thinking of not thinking. Whoa, you really can read minds. No, it's because your face is stupid. I could tell. I could read your face. You doubt my abilities? No, I just... Shh, I'm getting something. Yahiko claps his mouth shut. I rub my temple, muttering under my breath. It seems she has a crush on you, but... he doesn't think you have the courage to talk to her. Yahiko bumps out his chest as if he were as if he was presented with a challenge. Huh, as if anything can deter the great Yahiko Kari from approaching such a beauty.
Yahiko, this is a writing prompt, not a discussion prompt. Focus on your own assignment.
Right. Sorry, Teach. He immediately regains his composure and starts scribbling messily on his composition paper. That was oddly quick. I take a quick glance around. My classmates are hunched over their desk, some writing furiously, some staring awkwardly into space. The most avid one is Elizabeth, who's already on the second page, lips moving furtilously as her arms blur down her paper. I'm writing because I'm writing my manifesto. We will make this country great again, and we will take out the non-Japanese. Anyone that doesn't have purple hair and purple eyes must die. That is the way of our glorious country. On to Japan! Just look at her face like like I am gonna be the next emperor. But we have an emperor. No. The next emperor. But he's more of a figurehead. No. I will run this country and we will bring Japan back into the fold of being greatness. I'm not surprised. She retains this naive belief that she can actually control her future. Well, yeah, we can control our future if we, fucking put in the work. It might not happen, but, we are making our future as we go along. I can't wait for life to prove her wrong. Well, depends how hard she works and other factors, because there's always people that want to bring you down. There's other people that, want to say you're crap and you'll always be crap. Then you start believing it. But as long as you're hard in your heart and you believe in your vision, you can make anything possible. Like with me, I want to make this YouTube thing at least something. At least 1,000. I'm not asking to be big like PewDiePie or anything, but at least 1,000. Then after that, it's we'll go from there. Actually, dude, I've been doing spread goals. I got 26. I'm alright, let's make 30, then 40, then 50. You know what I mean? It's cool. Misaki, on the other hand, has completely thrown away any pretense of studious, choosing to text under her desk with one hand, while simultaneously pretending to write with the other. Ooh, and she's using her phone in class? What a bad girl. I'm sorry, I'm this is wifey material for me, and she's holding a phone. What the fuck? Yeah, what's with the fucking face? I have nothing to say. I'm just staring blankly into your soul. I will eat you. That's pretty impressive, actually. I take a quick pinch around my arm to check my state of consciousness. Not dreaming, apparently. It's Masaki Kazihara in the flesh.
5 minutes.
Right, the assignment. What did the teacher say? Dream job. Write 1 page. I stare at the prompt on the screen as if it's provided an answer. Meh, I don't want to deal with this. I defiantly set my pencil to paper and scribble my response. 1 page. As morning classes slug on, I feel a prominent gaze burning into the back of my head. I refuse to turn around, trying to piece together my thoughts. Should I approach her or not? When the bell rings, Yahiko immediately tugs on my sleeve, his face shining. Dude. Okay, hon. Dude, I'm gonna go talk to her. Who? The new girl, of course. She must be a shy princess type, waiting for a Prince Charming to sweep her off her feet. Who better than me to make her dream come true? I think you mean nightmare. Well, good luck with that. You're not coming? Why would I? Surely Yahiko Ikari wouldn't be suggesting that he needs help from me. To learn, of course. I worry for you, my man. You may end up a spinster your whole life. You haven't snagged a single date in all the time I've known you. Well... Oh wait, that was his voice. Well, you haven't snagged a single date in all the times I've known you. Well, neither have you, but I won't mention that. Or the fact that spinsters are exclusively female. So, are you coming? I guess. At the very least, there will be a chance for me to see what kind of a person she become. Yahiko swaggers over to the side of Misaki's desk, expertly raising a single eyebrow as he flips his hair out of his face. Why, hello there! I brace myself for a slap or a headlock in response, but Misaki only tilts her head quietly to the side, regarding him with a single arched brow.
Can I help you?
This appears to fluster Yahiko for a moment. Thankfully, he's not the school's best Casanova. For nothing, which honestly really tells you something about the quality of our Casanovas. Actually, yes. Do you have a map? Because... Before you can even finish the sentence, Misaki's fingers whip around her phone with ease of long practice. In 3 seconds flat, she pulls out a campus map on her screen and shoves it in the front of his face. Look at her smile, it's like, oh my god, it's so adorable.
Here, where in particular are you looking for?
Wait.
Oh, are you also a transfer student?
Her fucking eyes, it's so adorable. What?
That seller will make much more sense. I was just thinking, it's a little strange that a student would be asking me for directions since I just transferred here. But I should have realized you must you must feel the instant connection of fellow transfer student. When did you come here?
Wait, this is a big misunderstanding. I was trying to hit on you.
Oh, I see. 7 out of 10.
Huh?
I rate your approach. You didn't even introduce yourself.
You're right. How careless of me. I am the one and only Yahiko Ikari. Surely you've heard of me. I hardly doubt that.
You wouldn't by any chance happen to be the Yahiko Ikari from Governor Mecha?
The president's aide, that Yahiko Ikari. Yahiko's chest practically doubles in size. Are you serious? Is this actually working? Wait, what? Indeed I am. Are you by chance a fan?
The biggest! I really enjoyed the political satire, and the music is just amazing.
Have we been watching the same show? Did you know that our patter tag is one of our top trending? And Isamu's time has listed as a virus phenomenon. Viral? For what reason? Well, that must be a different story.
Congrats! I was sure that it would become a big hit.
But of course, even the stars themselves are no match for an Ikari. Or the moon. Oh yes, guess what my next dream is?
Is it?
To build a vacation home on the moon, yes.
A vacation home? I wonder what would happen if you jump on a trampoline while on the moon. How high could you go?
I don't know, but I'm definitely going to test it. Yahiko and Misaki are new besties apparently, which is nothing short of absolutely terrifying. Meanwhile, I'm being completely ignored. Maybe she doesn't recognize me. Hey Miki. She tilts her head in my direction, eyes bright.
Hi. Do I know you?
Wait, what? She doesn't remember? Come to think of it, she hasn't spared me a single word or even a glance. She doesn't? How could she not? It's Yama Ishimoto. He's my minion.
I'm sorry, I don't think we've met.
Oh, you got to be kidding. Childhood friends, 4 years back, you, me, Rui, we all hang out together? What? Total blankness. He honestly forgot? Words start pounding out of my mouth as I frantically search for something to get a reaction out of her. We all live in Sito, small town, 3 hours drive away, yes, no?
I'm sorry, I don't think...
We also played together, we were inseparable, we met at that festival, the one with the lanterns. Miski's expression gradually turns from polite to more and more skeptical. What, of all of the ways I imagined we reunited, this was definitely not the top of the list. Do you really not remember?
I'm really very sorry.
This cannot be it. Ruri and I bawled our eyes after she left. We hovered by the phone for hours, waiting for a single call. When nothing came, we even resorted to hovered by the mailbox, in the vain hopes that we receive some snail mail. Is she saying that during that time, that 1 month which turned into 6, which turned into 1 year, which turned into 4 years, she just forgotten about us? How could that be possible? Unless, by any chance, you haven't gotten into a tragic car accident and ended up with amnesia, have you? That's why you hadn't called, not in 4 years? She backed away slowly, eyeing me like I'm an insane psycho. Just looking at me like, get away from me, who the fuck are you? And it's like, he goes like, dude, you're ruining my chances, what the fuck? Okay, this is bad. This is really bad. I wore a kimono, you really don't remember? She stops at that, a flash of recognition catching her eyes. Got her. I wore a goodbye kitty kimono and ran around calling you a tooth fairy. Yeah, he goes like, what? You did? On second thought, I really shouldn't talk with her. I really should have talked with her, with no one else in the classroom. I was a kid. But you wore a kimono and called her the Tooth Fairy. Well, yeah, but...
About time you admitted it, Yama.
I struck speechless as the situation begins to dawn on me. You know who I am.
Know you? How could I not? It's only been 4 years.
You bitch. Then you were...
faking it, of course. Why were you pretending not to notice me earlier? I knew you recognized me.
Well, it's not every day you see an old friend who just decided to disappear one day. She stopped at that, and flicker of irritation crossing her eyes at my cutting tone.
It's not like I wanted to leave Seto, Yama.
So, why did you?
My mother didn't leave me with much of a choice.
You mean Satomi? She nods. You could have at least told us you were moving.
I couldn't.
I wait for an elaboration, but it never comes. That's it? You just couldn't tell us? Why not?
Do you mind if we talk about it later, Yama? I'm not very comfortable discussing it in class.
I open my mouth to object, but something about Misaki's expression prevents me from pursuing the issue further. She generally seems distraught. Wait. Yama wore a goodbye kitty kimono and called Misaki the Tooth Fairy. Luckily, Yahiko manages to change the subject, decides to play along for the time being. I was a kid, dang it!
I hear excuses, all excuses.
It's not an excuse. There's a legitimate explanation. I somehow fell and got my yukata dirty, and it was the festival, and we weren't very close to home, and Miki had an extra kimono. A goodbye kitty kimono? Yes. Yeah, that's his voice. That's his laugh. I'm gonna give him that stupid laugh. Somehow having Yakiko mock me just makes this whole thing 10 times worse. I cast half pleading, half indignant stares at Misaki, who only shrugs in response.
It isn't my fault you enjoy cross-dressing.
I don't.
If only I had patter at the time, I would have taken a photo.
Wait, so what's this patter you kept mentioning? Judging by the reaction I'm getting, I just committed a huge fox pass. You don't know what patter is?
Where have you been living your whole life? Under a rock?
Well, technically, that's what my name would imply. What? Is it like a Secret Service database or something?
Far more important, it's the most popular social networking website in today's society.
I'm really questioning your priorities.
Through patter, you share posts with 90 characters or less. It allows you to spend important news, demonstrating your support, provide instant feedback to questions, or just blog about your day.
Governor Mick got big because of Platter.
As for me, I like to give updates on the progression of my day.
Okay, fine, but does anyone actually care? All of a sudden deadly chill pervades the room. My second major fox pass of the day, apparently.
People care!
Are you sure? Because the way I see it, tapping 2 buttons doesn't exactly make you...
They care, damn it! Don't say nothing different till you get pat yourself.
Don't say nothing. Intense Misaki. Dude, I thought she was gonna be like, you know how Nintendo, if you're a recurring member, then her Enigma, you know how Kiro's like,
the shy girl.
I thought it was gonna be her, but no. She's basically Rui, but more meaner. Wait, what? But the conversation grinds to a halt when Misaki's phone throws in her hand. She immediately regains her composure.
Kazuhara speaking. Yes, understood. I'll be there in 5 minutes.
She cuts the call and shoves her phone into her pocket, looking me square in the eye.
I must go. Duty calls.
Duty? What kind of duty?
My employer has a job for me.
Job? Now? What about school?
Oh, I'm sure they'll excuse this one. Let's talk again later, Yama. Oh, and make sure to bring Ruri, okay?
Goodbye! And, like a tornado stalking in its next target, he blazes out of the room. I'm left completely dumbfounded with Yahiko, who dances around the room like he just won his mansion on the moon. I have a fan. I have an actual fan. A real fan. I wonder how long before I can plead her into my service as my first true minion. I thought I was your minion. I wordlessly leave him in his own fantasy world of world domination and head to the cafeteria. It's more out of routine than actually feeling hungry. The shock of running into an old friend after 4 years might have something to do with that. Maybe I shouldn't be angrier at Misaki, but at the same time, who knows what had happened with her and her mother? She seemed pretty uncomfortable talking about it. At least she's here now. I guess that's all that matters. If Misaki wants to tell me, she'll tell me on her own time. Okay, I am gonna end it here. I think that's a good place to end it. So, if you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification to see whenever I post, and leave a comment. Like literally, man. Like just bash on me for not reading good. I don't know what it it is, man. I just can't read for shit. Anyone got any techniques how to read better? You know, like, yeah, you just need to read more books, you know, books. And I'm like, no, I just want to read visual novels. Or maybe you're like, okay, Gap, how about you actually, after work, you know, take a nap so you could feel well rested and you could read every word properly and you could speak kind of okay. No. Alrighty, before I get into like a long conversation by myself, because I'm technically by myself. Okay, this is farewell. And as always, bye bye.